Donald Trump is seriously considering providing immunity to the Saudi crown prince, Mohammed bin Salman, from a federal lawsuit accusing him of targeting a former top intelligence officer for assassination. Now, this former intelligence officer ended up working with our own intelligence community. And apparently he has some damning information in regard to MBS and his rise to power, which is why he's been targeted by the Saudis. Now, the Saudi government has asked that the prince be shielded from liability in response to a complaint brought by Saad Aljabri, a former Saudi counterterrorism leader and longtime US intelligence ally, now in exile in Canada. So Aljabri alleged back in August that the Saudi crown prince orchestrated a conspiracy that sent covert agents into the United States to surveil and harass him and his family, and eventually ordered an elite Tiger Squad hit team to kill him in Canada 13 days after Khashoggi's death in 2018. But the plan was disrupted by border agents. The lawsuit alleged that Aljabri's scheme paralleled the one involving Khashoggi. And for those of you who just need a quick refresher on what happened to Jamal Khashoggi, he was working as a Washington Post journalist. He was a US resident, and he was very much the target of Khashoggi, who ordered the murder and dismemberment of Khashoggi, which actually did happen at an embassy in Istanbul. An absolutely awful story that Donald Trump tried to help MBS cover for. But just to give you some more details on this story, the State Department is in fact considering immunity for MBS. A State Department recommendation could also lead to the dismissal of the prince as a defendant in other cases recently filed in the United States, including ones accusing him of directing the death and dismemberment of dissident journalist Jamal Khashoggi in 2018, and of targeting a hack and leak operation to discredit an Al Jazeera journalist in retaliation for her critical reports on Mohammed and the Crown Prince of the United Arab Emirates. I also want to just quickly note that Aljabri's 2 children have been detained by officials in Saudi Arabia. So there's certainly a lot of concern about the well-being of his own children. But this is something that we've seen happen over and over again with the Saudi royals and the reaction that they have to anyone who aggressively criticizes them and what they engage in. So.
Yeah, so let's break this down further. So number one, Donald Trump now trying to protect someone who chopped someone up, because there are no bounds. There are no bounds. You dismembered someone, just like ISIS. Oh, great, I love it. Oh, by the way, what is your religious background? Oh, you're a fundamentalist Muslim, extreme, totally radical dictator, fundamentalist Muslim. Love it, love it. Can't get enough of it. Chop someone else up, okay? Now, but this guy that's suing, apparently, according to his lawsuit, that's why it should be adjudicated. The Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia sent someone to murder him in Canada, or a number of people. They go through the United States, which gives us jurisdiction. Okay, luckily they're clowns and it gets foiled. Our own State Department says this guy's a super valuable asset to us, and they say they have overflowing praise for this guy. Now, Trump is saying to the State Department, no, give immunity to the people who are trying to murder him. But wait, then who's gonna work with us? I mean, this is literally a license to kill. He's saying, yeah, I don't care that you killed someone who was a Washington Post columnist and dismembered him. I don't care that you wanted to kill someone who is a State Department source, a really, really valuable one we've praised over and over. You wanted to murder him? No problem. No problem. I'll make sure that you're never held responsible for that. Not criminally, not diplomatically, and not civilly. If they do this, it says to the dictator of Saudi Arabia, you could murder anyone you like. And the American government, if a Republican like Trump is in charge, we'll let you off. We don't mind. Come dismember our columnists, our sources, our agents, it doesn't matter. Just chop up anyone you like. That's the barbaric tyrant that Donald Trump is. The Republicans, you sign up for that? You sign up for supporting a guy who's supporting a dictator, fundamentalist, radical Muslim, dismembering people. That's what you signed up for. That's what you're supporting today. This is not something that's in the past. They're trying to make sure that this guy doesn't get his day in court. And these are all the people who say, oh, the courts, we gotta go to the courts. The courts are so important. You have to go to the courts for the 60th time. Oh, you wanna go to court against someone who tried to dismember you? No, Donald Trump is making money off of Saudi Arabia. Remember what he said about Saudi Arabia. He's like, why would I be against them? They bought my apartments for $30-40 million. Of course I like the Saudis.
Right, I like that you brought that up, Cenk, because I do wanna just share the reason why Donald Trump is so affectionate toward the Saudis, regardless of what they engage in. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has paid for rooms and meals at the Trump hotels in Washington and Chicago. In 2017, Saudi lobbyists spent $270,000 to reserve rooms at Trump's hotel in Washington. The kingdom itself paid $4.5 million in 2001 to purchase a floor of Trump World Tower, and continues to pay tens of thousands in annual common charges to Trump businesses for that property. And so there's certainly some financial incentives for Donald Trump to have such a cozy relationship with Mohammed bin Salman and the Saudi royals. And it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, Republicans will talk a big talk when it comes to the rule of law and the importance of protecting human lives, especially when it comes to pregnant women who might want to take charge of their own reproductive fate and rights. But when it comes to financial incentives, that's going to trump everything else, no pun intended. And that's certainly the case with this story. The fact that the State Department under Mike Pompeo, who pretends to care about human rights when talking about China, they don't care about people's lives. They don't. They just care about providing immunity, favor for favor, as long as the individuals they're providing immunity to somehow financially benefits them in some way. And the Saudi royals certainly have benefited Trump personally, and as we all know, has benefited the US military industrial complex by buying our weapons. So as long as those financial interests exist, that's all that matters to them.
Anna, I want to say, give one final word to one of our members here. Rage Against the Machine wrote in, until this country actually starts caring about prosecuting evil people and starts caring about its citizens, nothing will fundamentally change. And I'm haunted by that because Joe Biden, he's gonna wanna let Trump go on everything. Oh, you stole hundreds of millions of dollars in campaign funds potentially? I'm not gonna investigate, let him go. You pardon all these criminals, thugs, mobsters. Oh, you were in favor of the guy who chopped up somebody and said all of this, everything. Oh, you cheated on your taxes. Biden, he's gonna wanna let him go. Oh, healing. Hell no. I'm telling you right now, if the Biden team got their head buried in what so far that they can't see that there will be rage if they let Trump go unfairly, unjustly, and let him break all those laws and get away with it. That would be telling everyone, no, only the elites matter. We don't care about you guys at all. We're above the law. We just go around pardoning each other and letting it go. We pardon murderous dictators, we pardon Trump, etc. Justice system in this country is a joke. That's what it'll be if Biden comes in there and goes, nothing will fundamentally change. Nope. I don't look, just like Obama said with Bush and his crimes. We don't look backwards, we look forwards. All the crimes are in the past. You gotta look backwards, otherwise empty all the jails. But you're not gonna do that, right? Oh, you smoke pot, I'll put you in jail. Trump breaks 1,000 laws, nope, not gonna touch him. So Biden better check himself, because if he thinks he can just play patty cakes with these guys, he is very, very wrong. There will be incredible rage.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.